If you're feeling disconnected, overwhelmed, or unsure how to find your way, you're not alone, and I'm here to guide you towards lasting change. There's an ocean of wellness information out there, but very little guidance on how to actually apply it in a way that works best for you. That's exactly why I created Know Your Fundamentals, to give professional women and moms a roadmap to thrive across every area of life. Hi, I'm Kelly Berthold, a licensed clinical social worker, advocate, and educator that is passionate about teaching the science and skills of thriving. I founded Know Your Fundamentals because I believe thriving shouldn't be a mystery. It should be real, accessible, and within reach for all of us, especially professional women and moms, balancing it all. Over a decade ago, with my mental health suffering and feeling lost, I left a dream career to learn about myself, and I focused on my education. I originally studied psychology because I wanted to understand more about the human experience. I didn't grow up learning about why my brain and my body did what they did. I thought everyone knew something about life, well-being, and how to make the most of the human experience than I did. Struggling with anxiety, inattention, loneliness, and depression most of my childhood and into my young adulthood, I desperately wanted to learn how to live well and to feel better. And I wanted to help other people experience that for themselves. What I learned over the years, through learning and my own experiences, was that the path to good mental, social, emotional, and physical wellness wasn't clear or linear. Not to me, and not to anyone. I couldn't find it in one single field of science, not one single field of research. It wasn't found in one intervention, and not one expert has ever been able to collectively put the fundamental science and skills together that can serve people from the foundation of the house of wellness to the roof. However, although I could not identify one single program existing that provides a coherent, organized, start-to-finish foundation of the science and skills of flourishing, I did uncover that we do actually have the science and skills today that are supported across fields of study and interventions, that are fundamental foundations of flourishing. And when they're learned and applied in a particular order, from a relatable perspective, the pieces start coming together. The results are having a foundation that is difficult to unlearn or tear down, are easy to build up from, or repair even when life gets difficult. A fortified foundation that starts helping you today and for a lifetime. And you may be asking, okay, Kelly, you surfed this wellness ocean and were able to put the GPS coordinates together. Why hasn't anyone else? That's a great question, and I have a theory of what has been adding to the chaos of navigating the wellness ocean. As you'll hear me say in the course, a horse by any other name is still a horse. What makes the ocean choppy beyond the fragmented noise is that we also have many different ways to communicate the exact same things. And that makes it very challenging for anyone to be able to put any pieces together, even if they were fortunate enough to have all the pieces they needed. The instruction manual may as well be written in different languages, mathematical equations, and hieroglyphics. Unless you work in academia or higher education, you may not necessarily know what makes a researcher a researcher. Individuals who are in academic, expert researcher, PhD roles, their primary job function is to hyper-focus on a very particular area. Think of it like you only study what you can see through a keyhole. This scientific work has been important to gain a deep understanding and maintain a scientific rigor so we know something is actually based on fact and not just theory. And my education, clinical, and social advocate experience over the years has helped me realize that although this expertise to focus on one particular thing and know it very well is very important to understanding facts about our world and the universe, it has also helped me realize the massive gap we have in academic institutions and research in integrating or connecting information and collaborating across fields. Different fields of science and research have different ways of describing things, and that's what adds to even more additional noise. How an engineer may describe something may not be the way a sociologist does, even if the definition is the same. If experts are analyzing very specific puzzle pieces and calling these pieces their own specific names, who is putting the puzzle pieces together? The truth is, not many people, and that's a problem. So a few years ago, I had an aha moment. I didn't think that those things really happened to people until it happened to me. I realized no one was doing it, so I began putting the pieces together and started to work on Know Your Fundamentals. I realized that my own education and experience was connecting dots and puzzle pieces together where I couldn't find other experts who had. I kept looking to find this instruction manual and finally surrendered to accepting that it was my job to put the pieces together. And realizing I was about to disrupt the system, I got to work. Being trained in varied fields, having a lot of different life experiences, teaching and applying these skills across ages, populations, demographics, and settings, and my relentless curiosity to understand how to put these puzzle pieces together has helped me connect the dots across fields. I created Know Your Fundamentals to be the foundation that I thought everyone knew, but actually no one did. To create start-to-finish organized science and skills that build your house of flourishing from the foundation up to the roof. It's timeless science and skills that are need-to-knows to thrive in life. And life also includes relationships, parenting, and career, because it's all interconnected. So I did that too. I unify science across fields, always considering the broader picture of the human experience, and take a deliberate, integrative, and interdisciplinary perspective to translate the materials into one coherent program. This means I don't have any allegiance to one single perspective. I believe that unifying and bringing information together is what will create innovation when it comes to people learning how to live their best possible lives. With advanced training from institutions like Harvard Medical School, the University of Massachusetts, Penn State, and the University of Pittsburgh School of Social Work, my work is informed by state-of-the-art science from mindfulness, trauma-informed, cognitive behavioral approaches, human development and attachment, integrative medicine, neurobiology, neuroscience, and the science of human flourishing. That's a lot to say that I'm an advanced professional in strength-based, person-centered services, specializing in supporting the whole person across ages and the neurodiverse spectrum. And from this integrative, collaborative perspective, I created the FundaMENTALs Life, Relationships, and Career Accelerator as the fundamental, foundational, organized, straightforward science and skills that make thriving accessible and attainable for everyone. None of the science and skills are made up in this program. None of them are new. All the science and skills have been studied and supported to be beneficial. I also know from my own personal experience and work over the years how impactful and life-changing the science and skills can be for people. My passion is rooted in helping people connect with themselves, their loved ones, their communities, and their sense of purpose. I don't just teach these fundamentals, I live them every single day. They guide how I show up for myself, my family, and my work. I model them to my son. I use them in my relationships, and I rely on them through life's ups and downs. These aren't theories or philosophy. They're daily practices that keep me grounded, connected, and thriving. I know how these practices impact my brain and body. I know them inside and out because I live them. I see firsthand how they shape not just my own life, and also the lives of the people around me. Now, I want to be clear. Thriving isn't about perfection. It's not about avoiding hard feelings or challenges. It's about feeling confident and capable in the midst of them. It's about having an unwavering self-trust, even as you accept what you can't control, because you know how to focus on what you can. That's real empowerment, and that's what I teach. Community engagement, education, and training are my passions, and I started coaching to make these resources accessible to even more people. These skills don't require therapy to learn or benefit from. We all deserve to have access to them, and this course and coaching program are the start of something I hope can change the lives of women and change the world. Before becoming a clinical social worker and coach, I spent several years in the entertainment industry where I learned the value of storytelling, especially the underdog of entertainment, comedy. It taught me the power of humor, resilience, and connection. And he used that inspiration to make the science of thriving relatable and actionable, blending clinical insights with a sense of humor, compassion, and authenticity. When we work together, my approach is warm and direct, structured and flexible to meet your needs. I call it being kind over nice. I meet you where you are, help you see what's really within your control, and guide you towards practical, lasting change. There's nothing you can say I haven't heard. There's nothing you can do that's going to scare me off. I'm here for all of it. I'll model that to you so you can learn how to do the same and experience it for yourself. Whether through one-on-one coaching or in group settings, we'll build your foundation of clarity, confidence, and connection step by step. You'll learn to align your actions with your values, strengthen your relationships, and create a life that feels balanced, purposeful, and authentically yours. My approach is all about meeting you exactly where you are, offering what you need in one place, and addressing challenges at their root. So you don't just learn about thriving, you experience it. I believe you are the expert on you, and my coaching helps you build trust in yourself to navigate life with confidence. With years of experience working with parents, children, and families, and being a professional mother myself, I know firsthand how overwhelming it can be to balance work, family, and personal growth. Professional moms and women often feel like they're just barely holding everything together, constantly chasing expectations that seem impossible. I've seen how transformational it can be when you start to trust yourself, focus on what you can control, and align your actions with what truly matters. I'm here to help you make that shift. The transformation I guide women towards isn't about becoming someone new. It's about reconnecting to who you already are and learning how to thrive your way, all the way. My approach blends knowledge with real-life skills because thriving is a practice, not just an idea. Just like learning how to ride a bike, building a thriving life takes a mix of understanding and action. Together, we'll build a strong foundation of self-trust, clarity, and confidence while giving you a foundation you can return to over and over. Through this program, you'll learn to navigate life with emotional intelligence, strengthen relationships, balance work and well-being, and step fully into your values and purposeful living. The goal? To thrive your way, not someone else's. I dream of a world where we all feel secure, where hope and meaningful connection guide our lives, and where connection is at the center of everything we do. I'm passionate about helping you experience this for yourself, your family, and your community. Let's create a life that's deeply connected, where you thrive in your relationships, your career, and your sense of self. I want to end this video to let you know, whether or not you believe it yet, you are the expert of yourself. No one knows who you are or what you need more than you do. No one. It will be my honor to teach you how to thrive your way. What you learn and experience today and moving forward will benefit you now and for years to come. The science doesn't change. The skills are timeless. The more you practice, the more you learn. Know Your Fundamentals Life, Relationships, and Career Accelerator is meant to provide you the tools and roadmap you need to build your house of wellness. And you can always return back to the instruction manual when life brings storms your way. Knowledge is the culmination of information and experience. What's the word for self-knowledge? Wisdom. Wisdom is the ability to have awareness of the reality of your experience, to trust your insight about your experience, to build a deeper connection with yourself and the world around you, so you can behave in meaningful, purposeful ways. Awareness, insight, connection, and purpose are the pillars of human flourishing. Give a man a fish and you feed him for a day. Teach him how to fish and you feed him for a lifetime. Lao Tzu. Connect to your inner wisdom and see what happens. I'm not here to add to the fragmented noise with quick tips and tricks. I'm here to teach you how to thrive for a lifetime. Whether you're building a life, relationships, a family, career, or business, or all of the above, knowing your fundamentals means you're equipped to thrive your way, all the way, at every age and stage. You're the expert on you. Let's get you empowered.